things first, I'm the realist.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about beauty sponges. I have 5 beauty sponges. 2 of them are small, 3 of them are regular size. The brands that I have are Beauty Blender, Real Techniques, and NYX Cosmetics. The first one that I'm going to talk about is by Beauty Blender. It's the larger one that they have. It costs $19.99. This is a red one. It's a limited edition. It was like the red carpet edition. This, for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just use the ones that I have that are clean. But I do have this in black, pink, white. I have the purple one. I believe that was released like 2 years ago. And I have the red one as well. This, when you wet it, it does expand. And this one's very bouncy when you're putting on your foundation. It works really, really good. I do enjoy this one. I do enjoy this one out of all of them. However, it is the most expensive one, but it also is the most it's the most bounciest out of all of them when you're bouncing it on your face, trying to apply your foundation or applying your foundation. The next one that I have is this itty bitty one from Beauty Blender as well. This one will run you $18. Extremely small. When you wet it, it does not expand much. And I believe that they released this one because of it was mainly supposed to be for under your eye concealer. But to be quite honest, when I bought this, I was so excited, and when I ordered it online, I didn't actually see it in the store. And so when I got it, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Is this like an earplug? Am I supposed to put it in my nose? What the heck am I supposed to do with this? This is extremely small. Even when it is, when you put water on it, it does expand, but it isn't much. And I find for people who have any kind of nails, you're definitely going to struggle with it to use it. So this is by far my least favorite. If Beauty Blender would make this, but a little bit bigger, it would be perfect. I would love it. I love their concept of it, but the size of it is so small. My nail is bigger than this little thing right here. And this one is $18. I'm not too sure if I told you, but this one's $18. The next one that I'm going to talk about is by NYX Cosmetics. It is a black one, and it does have a slant to it. In comparison to the Beauty Blender, it is fatter. If you're looking at it, it is definitely fatter or chubbier, however you want to sit there and say it. But it does have a clean slant, which is perfect for when you're doing your under eye concealer, or if you're trying to set your under eye concealer with a powder. This one works really great at getting in there. This one is the firmest out of all of the blenders that I do have, all the sponges that I have. This one is by far the firmest out of all of them. This one will run you $8, and it can be purchased at nyxcosmetics.com. I'm not too sure if any other stores carry this. I've searched for it. I actually found it in my NYX store at my local mall. I really, really like this. It's definitely firm. It does not expand very much when you wet it. However, you know, it is definitely very firm and easy to work with. And like I said, I definitely like the slant on it. It works amazing. The next one that I'm going to talk about is again by NYX Cosmetics, and it's this pink one. It's called the Precision Blending Brush. This one will run you $7. It is, again, also firm. It has like a pointed tip, a lot bigger in comparison to the Beauty Blender, as you can see. Very, very bigger in size. This one does not expand very much when it is wet. I do enjoy this one for setting the under eye concealer. I think this is by far my favorite one if I was to sit there and choose. I really don't pull from the Beauty Blender, but you know, it's like I said, it's like perfect for getting underneath your eye, you know, right next to your line. It's really, really perfect for that, and it works really, really good. This is probably the one that I use the most when I'm actually putting on my under eye concealer, just because I like the way it fits underneath my eye. it does really good. So this one's $7. It's the Precision Blending Sponge, and you can get this one at nixcosmetics.com or in their stores. Their stores do carry it as well. I don't think that anybody else carries that one. The last sponge that I'm going to talk about is by Real Techniques, and it is the orange sponge. This is the only sponge I believe that Real Techniques makes. It does have a slant on it. It is, again, firm. In comparison to the Beauty Blender, it is, you know, a little bit more chubbier. Again, it doesn't have the bounciness of the Beauty Blender. And then in comparison to this one is really unique because it does have the angle flat for you to do your concealer, set it, or, you know, to apply your concealer. And it also has a pointy end. This one actually is probably the one that I use by far the most, especially during the week, because I'm not going to sit here and pull out 2 beauty blenders, especially in the morning when I'm running to get ready for work. I could actually just use this one. And usually what I do is, if I'm using it for my foundation, wet it really quick. I will use it to sit there and put my foundation. I will again pounce the foundation on my face with the sponge, and then once I'm done, I will use, depending on what I'm going to do, but usually I will either set my concealer with this, and then I will flip it over to do my actual concealer, because the other pointy side works as well to sit there and set your concealer. And then what I'll do is I usually use this side right here for the powder once I'm done with setting up. Once I apply once I apply my concealer, I will go ahead and flip it over, use this side for picking up powder, and I will go ahead and set it with this side. So I do usually wet this one. You could use all of these wet or dry. They definitely do perform a lot better wet than dry. But mostly, for the most part, I think the price point on this one, it's $6.99. You can use coupons with Utla. You end up picking this up for really, really cheap, and I know that they sell it in a 2-pack. This is probably the most affordable out of all of them, the one I pull for the most during the week, just because of it having the pointy tip and then the slanted end, because I think it's so diverse and what you could use it for. And let's be real, when you're getting ready for work in the morning, how many of us have time to be digging for all these different beauty blenders or, you know, sponges to sit there and apply different parts of the face? I don't know about you, but I'm rushing in the morning and I need something quick, efficient, that's going to get the job done. And I think this one by far is the best one for you to sit there and do it during the week at least, or if you're in a short time frame. All of the blenders that I just talked about, they all work great. The only one that I think isn't a must, or you don't need to pick up just because it's so small, is the green one. If Beauty Blender will sit there and make this, but make it a little bit bigger, I'm pretty sure that it will, you know, do great, and there will be a lot more. But like I said, when you're comparing it to something a little bit bigger, by all means, what are we going to do with this? You know, unless you're going to do it use it as a highlighter and just, you know, put it on the inner corner of your eye, I don't see being able to use this. Like I said, they're all really great sponges. It's your preference. You know, price point, Real Techniques is the cheapest. The most expensive is Beauty Blender. It is the most bounciest of them all. I do use all of them. Like I said, during the week when I'm on a short time frame, I definitely catch myself pulling for the Real Techniques. So let's talk. What is your favorite beauty blender? Let me know down below. Comment. If you use sponges, please like this video and please subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye.
I'm so fancy.